Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on Tell It Like a Woman, a movie about women, for women, by women, starring women, directed by women, written by women. Women were probably in the crew. Women were probably in the catering. Women probably were the executives that approved it. There's so many women here. I just can't tell you about them. It's if this was a crayon, it would be deep, deep, dark women. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. Links in the description. Comedy horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys. Books 1 through 10. If a crayon was dark, dark South Jersey, it would be the Pineys. And I'll be at the Berlin Brewing Company at 6 p.m. on Friday to tell you all how to hunt the Jersey Devil. Now, this is an anthology movie, and it's a bunch of different stories, 7 different stories from 7 different directors all around the world. For some reason, the only black character's in jail, but we'll get past that. 7 poignant stories about women doing women things. Helping other women, doing women things. It's about women. Did I mention it was about women? 10 incredible women. It's called Tell It Like a Woman. There's no guys in this. So the question is, will anybody watch this? Will women come out for this? If you're a woman, tell me in the comments. Are you going to watch this movie? Are you like immediately going, oh, I got to mark my calendars for this because it's all about women? 50 years ago, say 1953, if you announced, well, that would be 70 years ago. 70 years ago, if you had announced, hey, there's a new movie, it's called Tell It Like a Woman, and it's all directed by women directors, it's starring women, it's all about women. People in 1953 would have been like, oh, that's unusual. That's unusual. Not a lot of women make movies. We should probably go see that. That'll be interesting. It'll be different. How different is this? There's women in everything. Women all day long in media. What has it gotten us? Oh, it got us a Star Wars. I want to bang my head against the wall. How about that? It's got a Star Trek that ain't worth a damn, in my opinion. Women. Oh, yeah, women don't have any, they can't catch a break. Other than they get everything. Oh, but now you got a movie. It's all about women. What a surprise. Who's this for? Let's go through the audience. See if we can figure this out. Is it for men? Well, we all know what kind of movies men like. We like crime movies. We like movies where people do stuff. And when it comes to women, we like hot women. Not a lot of hot women in this. A couple. Don't think there's a lot here for men. You might get dragged to this. I might go to it because I'm a movie guy. I might be dating some movie chick, and we might go see all the movies and eventually get to this one because it's an art house movie, or she might want to see it, and I'll go, oh, I'll go see your movie. You went to go see, I don't know, whatever crappy vampire movie I decided to drag her to. So that's an audience. That's a very small audience. Is it for women? Well, that depends. What kind of women are in this movie? Now, it feels like there's a lot of feminism here. Maybe not. It's women around the world, but it's made in Hollywood. So, do you think you're really going to get, say, the other cultures of those women in this movie? Do you think the women in other countries working with women in Hollywood would get the attention if, for instance, I don't know, if you had a, let's say, female filmmaker in Afghanistan making a movie about how great it is to be a Taliban wife? I don't think that movie would get into this anthology. Just saying. But, so I'm not sure if this movie is, I'm going to guess it's probably got a lot of feminist themes in it. Probably not going to appeal broadly to women. Probably appeals more to the women in California. Southern California, exactly. Southern California around Los Angeles and Hollywood, for instance. I don't think that translates around the world that much, except to the women around the world who would also like to move to Southern California and star in movies. Maybe I'm wrong on that. It does have a couple celebrities in it. It has Cara Delevingne in the beginning, plays like a junkie girl who gets taken in by a character actress, I can't think of her name, who's a nurse. Eva Longoria, is that her there? That might be her. I'm not saying it's a poor... There's Cara doing the whole junkie thing. I'm not saying it's a poor movie or a poor anthology. Maybe they're all good movies. Just not sure who this is for. This feels like a festival thing. I don't know if that's a movie you release, widely. It's an art house thing. It's a niche, very niche, in my view. And to present it to this title, Tell It Like a Woman, feels very kind of confrontational. Like, tell it like a woman, not like a man, like a woman. I think that's a wrong title. I think you needed a title like Stories About Women, Stories from Women, The Woman's Side, something like that. Tell It Like a Woman feels like, hey, sister, we're going to tell our stories that we've never gotten to tell except on televisions and movies, at the Oscars, at the Emmys, after everywhere in media. Other than everywhere in media around the world, everywhere, we didn't get to tell our stories. Other than that, we're silenced. You're not silenced, ladies. So, tell me, ladies, are you going to go see this? I bet you don't. I bet more people go see Magic Mike than see this movie. So, if you wound back the clock to the time of suffragette, the suffragettes, those guys, the women who push for the right to vote for women. The technology was there. I bet if they made a movie, all the women would come out for it, because that was an important time for women. They were doing something important for women. This? I don't know. It feels needlessly confrontational. Like you're looking for a fight that nobody asked for. Like you walked in the bar and said, yeah, that's right, I'm a woman, what of it? And everybody in the bar went, okay. Come in and have a drink then. Like, what are you doing? That's what it kind of feels like. What's going to happen if this movie doesn't make a gazillion dollars? Are we going to hear the old, well, nobody supported it because the world is a sexist place? It's half women. So potentially a broad audience for this. Unless, of course, it is, as I say, a niche movie probably driven by feminism coming out of Southern California. That's my vibe on it. I haven't seen it, but I'd bet a little money on it. I mean, it looks nice. Quality actresses. Seems to be about drama. Seems to be shot well. Sounds fine. The music's fine. I don't know. Other than the only black character being in prison, it seems perfectly balanced, I guess. But I question whether or not there's a real audience for this. Maybe in the art house circuit. Maybe a video on demand. Would I watch it? Yeah, if I was on a, like I said, if I was on a date, I might watch it. I'm not going to go out of my way for this movie. It looks boring as F to me. Oh, look at the ratio. Now, I didn't do that. The ratio is 156 up, 115 down. Yeah. See, they're not liking it. Now, you can blame misogyny on that. I blame the fact that you're pushing women. Shouldn't have pushed women. Like, you could have this anthology and say, oh, by the way, it's directed all by women and there's a lot of women in it. But the theme is what? Mother-daughter relationships, maybe. I don't know. The female experience. Perhaps there's a narrative thread that goes out through all 7 stories, and it's an interesting contrast in every different society, right? There's an American one, and an Italian one, and an Indian one, but it's all the same, problem, but they're dealing with it in different cultures from a woman's perspective. That could be interesting. And if that's the case, that should be the focus of the trailer, not women. Women get everything. Don't act like I gotta watch this just because women showed up in it. You're not oppressed. There, I said it. Okay? You're not oppressed. Stop acting like you're oppressed. Do your due diligence if you want to get people to see your movie. Make it about something other than yourselves. And that's it for me, Tony D and Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for our more base takes. If you can find a more base take than that, take it. I'll be at Berlin Brewing Company on Friday at 6 p.m. to talk about the Jersey Devil. And that's it. We'll see you